All right. So let's go to high level site form and let's click on this form. I think this is the one we're working on. Yeah. Okay, we're back here. So like I was explaining before, is this our form? I think so. So if you look at this form, we have different fields. Full name is a field, email is a field, phone is a field, city is a field. And each of these fields have labels that tell us what the field is about. Like if you add this field here that says full name, let's say it doesn't say anything. Let's say there's no label, there's no placeholder. It will be hard for me as a customer to know what to fill in, right? So they need label. So if I should click on any of this field now, I can see the label. The label is currently full name. I can change it to something else. I can say first and last name. I will do the same thing. I'll just say first and last name. You see that? So I just added first and last name and the label changed. The label is this one on the box, first and last name. The one inside, you see, full name is also inside. That one is called placeholder. Placeholder. So that placeholder is supposed to be something like an example. So a placeholder can be Israel also. You know why? Because that's an example of a first and last name. So it gives the customer or the person that is trying to submit the form, it gives them an example of what that field is supposed to be like. Okay? Or I mean, a simple, a very very common one is John Doe, right? John Doe is just a random name that can be used as an example as a placeholder, a first and last name. So that's how you can. So if I click on any of the field, I can change the label, change the placeholder, and I can determine if it is required or not. Now, required means must this custom field be submitted or must information be in it before the form is allowed to submit? If you look at most times, you can't submit a form online without the email field, right? And that's why email field is most times usually what compulsory or mandated or very, is usually very, very mandated. It's very required. So if I go to the email field now, you see that the required is selected. I can choose to make it unrequired, not required, but the required is usually selected by default. This first and last name is not selected. I can now choose to make it required. And then how do you know that it is required is that you see this little asterisk on it. That means it's important and it's required to be submitted before the form will be allowed to submit. So that's some adjustments you can do over there. You know, change the placeholder, change the label, make it required or not. The field width means how long do you want the field to be. If I say 50, so that it just became short in terms of length. But you could leave it at what? At 100. 100 is like the maximum. You see that? So that's it about that. See you in the next lesson.